This is Hardy Brute, and today I'll be playing the Royal Writ. It's a roguelike deck builder with a lot of strategy involved. So let's get it started. This game is currently a demo, but it does have quite a bit of content for you to explore. So we have two different types of units. We have the flat number attack damage units and the multiplier units. And that's our basic deck so far. The flamingo gives a 12 times multiplier but loses 2 power each turn. The chicken gives a fixed amount of power and multiplier, and the porcupine gives armor to other units. We're going to take the flamingo. The flamingo seems busted, 12 times multiplier. It should make the first few fights really easy. So there's columns and rows, and there's also unique tiles. The tiles give permanent effects or debuffs to a card, and we also get letters as well, which are temporary buffs. So the flamingo can get +1 gold every time it's activated, which is every single turn, so he's going to pay for himself pretty soon. He also could have gained armor, or he could have gained flying, which means you can place him anywhere on the grid. But as soon as you reach the end, sometimes there's traps, sometimes there's bad things, and your units can die, and then it's removed from the deck. But armor prevents that first instance. So I can pay 3 gold, but I also have to sacrifice a unit. He has a base power of 2 that doubles when he enters a small creek and loses the buff when he leaves the small creek. I think I'm going to get rid of the flamingo. He's already at half his buff, so he's probably only good for one more fight. Another shady bargain. So he has a 50% chance to gain 2 power, or a 2% chance to kill all cards in combat. It's probably better than this 2 power generic card that doesn't do anything. And what's a 2% chance? That's never gonna happen. So let's start scaling our bomber boy. So get a red ant that's added to the deck, get a random equipment. There's a pit and there's a +2 temporary power. There's columns and rows, and in the columns there's flat numbers that affect the flat units, with the total score being about 120 this map. So now our bomber is ×4. Is that a permanent buff, or is that just for this map? Our basic blue ant gets +2 per ant, and that -2 ant is the one we got for free. So our bomber guy, I think we're going to give him armor. So in case he does explode, at least he will survive. And we're already pretty close to the requirement. And this is the second fight, and the number's gone up quite a bit. It started at about 60, and that second fight was about 120. You want to see it? Give me a tooth. Okay, what does that do? And let's get rid of one of these 2 red ants that we got for free, because they are alpha units by themselves, and they give wine on death. But we got the paperweight. An unused letter gives +2 temporary power to a random unit. Sounds pretty strong. So our bomber does keep the buff, so he's going to get huge. Unless he kills everybody and we lose instantly. But he could get huge. When there's 3 rows now. And we got this wine for sacrificing that red ant. It'll give a unit +3 power, but it will also poison them. And I've noticed that with a lot of the consumables, it kind of gives you a plus and a negative, or there's a chance at either or. So with poison, he's going to lose 1 power every time he moves forward until he's cured or he dies, which is really bad. But I don't care too much about that other red ant because we're going to sacrifice him as soon as we can. They were units that were forced on us anyways. So we can do a shop, or another shady bargain. So we can get rid of the red ant and get a better unit. This unit only has 2 flat damage, and it has a special ability, but it doesn't tell us what that ability is. Let's check out the horse betting. So you can win promotion cards, and maybe your money. The one in the middle seems the most likely. So we got some promotion medals. So now you can change the flat modifier into a multiplier for only 5 coins. Increase our deck size. And we can add bridges too, but we don't have any more money. So let's check out the first boss. So we lose 2 gold every time we place a card, but we only have 1 gold, so that doesn't really affect us. Let's see what the promotion does. Oh, it changes their ability. So he goes 5-5, and the blue ant gets +3 instead of +2. The 5-5 is really bad though. He's going to scale a lot faster, but at 5% he's definitely going to explode. And at the moment we have pretty good multipliers, but our flat damage is pretty bad. And I kind of wish I knew what that Fearful 9 thing did. And we haven't found too many rivers to really buff this ant up. Might just put wine on him for now. So we're going to get 104 just this turn. We can probably kill him next turn. And I think he's dead just without playing any more cards. And dude, we're at -8 gold? Man. I didn't think that's how it worked. Ooh, we get to pick a letter. Make a strength card give multiplier instead. The next card costs 1 gold, or move back 1 space. Now, I have faith that our bomber card is going to become really, really big and not kill us all. So I'd like to protect him by going back. So the dolphin gives you gold based on multiplier. The koala gives you +3 power if he doesn't move. And the turtle gives you +5 gold if you win. That's a pretty good card. You can activate the Wonder Wheel more than once, and +1 deck size. Those are all pretty good. We still had the negative gold, so we can't afford anything. Ooh, there's only 1 row in this. And he still has 140 health. And finally there's Small Creek, so this guy's ability will activate for the first time. Goes from 4 to 11, because he gets +2 from the column as well. So we're at 15, we need a big multiplier. We drew our bomb man. He's at 8 multipliers. He's already almost as strong as the flamingo, without too much negative. And just with him we instantly win. So we can try the Wonder Wheel, or we can do another shitty bargain. I like the shitty bargains quite a bit. So this is a 0 multiplier, but every 2 ants you play he gets +1 power. It's kind of the same thing as this flat one, except it's a multiplier. And we're struggling really hard with flat right now, so I don't think I care too much about that unit. Anoint a random strength card. Anoint a random multiplier card. Anointed cards get armor, and you kill all the other cards. What? I could see doing that if it wasn't random. Yeah, I'm not gonna just lose the entire run right there. So we're back to 3 rows. He's got 500 health, that's a lot. And we're up to 36. I can't promote the guy who I don't know his ability is. And it looks like there's an entire group of them, so maybe if he dies, it'll activate? I'm not really sure. Choose a relic. Gain a bunch of random cards. Frail is stronger? Or the same thing again. Let's get the frail. My one ant at the bottom there got stunned. He's no longer adding his flat damage. And I don't have any good units to promote with those medals. So my stunned ant, is it going to progress forward? Oh no, he disappeared. I think he may have died. When power drops below 0, they can die. But yeah, he came back as a skeleton down there. +2 multiplier per poison in the deck, +20 flat gold. Let's get the 20 flat gold. He's going to decompose in 4 turns. Ooh, my bomber died too. His armor got used up. This fight was incredibly hard. Our best unit is the bomber, and the rest of our cards kind of suck. So let's try the Wonder Wheel. Spin to win, let's go. So there's red and green. We gained a card. We gained an owl, ×2 multiplier. Joins you in future runs if the enemy is defeated. Okay. Steals 1 power from vertically adjacent cards and doubles it. Interesting. And our owl gains +1 power whenever he enters an additive column. And if we promote him, it goes up to +2 now. So let's drop the Fearful in the front. And let's try... Ooh, the promotion did work. So now his mystery ability is even stronger. +1 gold armor? He's probably going to die anyway, so armor's pretty good. Use my times 12 multiplier. And my card gives plus 15 temporary strength. And that's actually enough to win instantly. Nice. So we unlocked a new card for the future runs. So we can go to the copier, we can do the dentist. Ooh, oh, there's a shop. We just got a bunch of gold. So we got the turtle that gives us 5 gold. This nun. If you have less than 5 gold, you get 20 power. That sounds pretty good too. 20 power is a lot. Yeah, as long as I spend all my gold, she's just going to carry us. Entering the shop gives you gold. The results of the wheel are given twice. Unaffected by ground hazards. Cures one random ally in combat when you field him. It's interesting. Avoiding hazards not bad. Gain 2 copies of the food it was fed. And this is a 4 times multiplier with an armor, so that's just an instant buy. She acts like a piggy bank, so she stored the gold, and then you get twice the amount when she dies. The bear has 6 base power, but he also becomes frail when you use him. But he doesn't sound that bad. A gift or the wheel. Ooh, I don't want poison cards. Or frail cards. Yeah, I don't really want any of these. Those are some bad gifts. So the only thing I can buy is the bridges, which is perfect for us because we're trying to get under 5 gold for the nun. So we're all set up for the boss. And the boss floods a lane every single turn, and he also has 1100 health. And the bridge gives plus 2 temporary strength when you walk on it. Bridges are decent. So we got the 20 damage nun, the 14 times multiplier, and the extra 4 times multiplier. Add in the flat plus 15 from the letter, and we're doing 665 damage in the first round. And without even doing anything, we actually kill him. But we might as well throw in a couple cards. Throw the bear in. Another 644 damage. The alligator falls over. And I get a new letter, plus 3 power. Moves a card back to your hand, but makes it frail. The first card in the shop costs 1 gold. I'm not a big fan of those first 2 cards, so I'm probably going to take the shop. It's just like 10 coin discount. So this guy becomes frail from the start. Cards placed directly behind it, that card gains armor. It's interesting. You can get the ability, plus 1 letter a card every turn, take away 1 hand size. Letters are really strong. $1,700, wow, that's really big. We still have the skeleton in our deck. And I might as well play him just so I can get rid of him. But I can buff him plus 3 and give him plus 3 multiplier. So now we have a multiplier of times 6 times 0. Ooh, and we have exactly 5 gold? But I guess the nun's ability needs less than 5 to activate. That is unfortunate. So I have to start doing quite a bit of damage, or risk my owl dying. We are drawing 2 letters per turn though, and this letter gives us 15 to just our base amount. Add in the multiplier, we're up to 300 now. That's decent. So I can add a new ability to my ostrich? Probably add in the flying sounds good. So is this going to replace or add to her armor? So it replaced it. It's still probably stronger than the armor though. Times 16, we're up to 600 now. Add in another 3 to make it 36. Up to 648, so we're about half the damage we need. I think we should be okay. I think this will be enough. Plus 15 flat, that should be enough right there. 1,000 damage, yeah. My owl was going to die next turn though. And he's already scaled up to 12 times. Ooh, and the promotion thing is so strong. go with 70 again. Nice, we got 2 of them. Hopefully we can promote our nun. And her ability is actually really good. Wow, our bomb guy's up to 20 times. And they have 4,100 health. This game started with 60 health. There's quite a bit of bridges in this map. And low-key, I really like the soundtrack. The little dog barks are fire. So I don't think we're going to beat them this first round, so I'm going to put these ants in the front, and they're just basically going to die. But I'll get another turn to play something better. So I can promote my nun. Ooh, the base gold is 12 now, so her ability activates. That's awesome. So we're up to 480 with that. Could add in the frail guy. 624. Ooh, 924. We're doing better. And our owl keeps his buff too. He's almost better than the exploding guy. Scaling damage without the chance to kill us all. So now we're up to 1200 damage. We definitely would have lost if we hadn't been able to activate our nun. So throwing in our ostrich, we're at 2700. That's enough damage. We win just from that. So 4k damage wasn't so bad, but our cards really need to align. Let's go back to the dentist. Ooh, we can get rid of the red ant now. And get a bunch of random consumables. Another shady bargain. On death, a twin survives. It's also poisoned. His base power is 7. That's huge. It's one of the strongest base powers I've seen that doesn't have some sort of mechanic you have to activate. Gives flight or makes a card flail. So the frail guy stayed frail. That's fine. But I think he can use those consumables sometimes to sort of heal, pseudo-heal. Flip the buffs or debuffs to something else. So yeah, stronger, but he's still poisoned. Card is poison, it freezes them. So he's not going to lose his... He's not going to take poison damage, I believe. We also have to reach 6,600 this turn. And there's our bomber boy. The game is slowly becoming a bit too hard for our deck. And I believe with freeze it would have stopped the entire row from progressing forward. 660? We need some big flat amounts. That didn't work. I know he's poisoned, okay. I think that guy's gonna die. We are 1 gold short of the losing activation on our nun. 1300 now. Our rat got poisoned, that's really bad. And we're up to 1800, 1900. And I think our ant at the bottom is gonna die. Yeah, his twin died, that's not good. Well, we reached the goal, but we're really close to losing cards and being destroyed next fight. Especially with our rat poisoned. That is not good. 16 gold, so I have to spend some gold to keep my buff. Gravedigger, I'm not sure what that does. Yeah, look at our deck, it's so poisoned. Let's go to the shop and try to replace some of these guys. Could get the chicken, but I'm not sure what that fixed amount even means. This guy starts with armor. Cards incumbent gain 4 power. The turtle gold doesn't help us. Having built-in armor is good. Enter shop gives you money. Infinite hand size. That doesn't really help either. Well, at least we guaranteed the none activation, because we're not going to get 10 gold from somewhere. Another gift, the flamingo, the dolphin, or the ant, which has 0 base power. I think I'm going to go with the flamingo. Because we only have one more fight, which is the boss. And his buff, even though it's going to get smaller, should really help us. And we already spent all our gold, so on to the boss. So he's got 6,600 health. That's a lot of health. Mushroom, and halves the power when you're standing in it. I'm gonna try and do another sacrifice wave, and we're doing a whopping 18 damage of 6,600. So we got the owl and the ostrich. And we never learned what this card does. Also, what does dance mean? Ooh, what happened? The round just seemed to go forward. So we can put our flamingo in there. Our skeleton is actually doing damage. 8 damage? That's crazy. Oh, he's dead. That was a waste. Turns end together with the music. Ah, I see. I see what's going on. I was enjoying the music, but I have to start playing a lot faster. Doing 1,400 damage? We're still quite a ways off. The music is so fast now. This mechanic is really cool though, I like it. I've seen this before in some games, but I've always enjoyed a mechanic like this. Ooh, and we beat him. Yeah, you keep clapping there, Goose. Just see what happens. You're clapping for your doom. And we beat the odds. Our 2% rat never exploded. And now he's at 5% because I promoted him. I think if there was another actor around, I think we definitely would have lost. Because most of our team was injured or dead. Ooh, this looks like the end. Excellent triumph. I'm afraid our troubles are far from over. This was only a demo. Now be patient. And even as a demo, it still had 3 full acts. Steal 1 power from a vertical card and double it. +2 brief power to a card. Infinite hand size. Get an early retirement. Well, that's what I need. Well, that was the Royal Writ. Our strongest hit was 5.8k. And the bomber was the king, obviously. He was definitely a risk or reward card. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Later.